Hello everyone, my name is Ollie. Welcome to PC Preview, an existing series on my channel in which I preview some games before they're released. Today's game is Space Grunts, a game by Orangepixel. It's a one-man development team by Pascal Bestebroer. Sorry if I just messed that up. He has help from freelance artists and musicians. This is his first game released on Steam. Space Grunts is a game in which, quote, combines fast-paced arcade action with turn-based gameplay, end quote. It sounds a bit like a contradiction to some people, or it did at least to me, but when you look at the gameplay, it actually seems like they've properly incorporated that fast-paced arcade game with turn-based mechanics. They do this by having the AI move after you have moved, which is obviously the turn-based mechanics, but, as an example, the AI will take a step right after you've taken a step without loading, without buffering. You fire, then they'll make their move, which might be firing or taking a step. There is no buffer period, no slow buffering waiting for the AI to decide what to do. So the single player game is a single player game, and it's set in 2046, and the human raiders for some reason decided to have moon bases all around the galaxy, and a distress signal is coming from one of these moon bases based somewhere, and you are a member of a team who's gone to solve it, and you take control of one of the Space Grunts who is the member of the team and try and figure out things and why the distress signal was sent from that moon base. The key features of the game are fast-paced, instant turn-based gameplay, which I covered, 3 unique classes of grunts. Each class has some unique characteristics when it comes to weapons and item usage. Hopefully these different classes actually affect the way you approach each level and change your playstyle, rather than just aesthetically. You've got permadeath and procedural generation. The permadeath aspect I think will make sense in the grand scheme of the story. It won't remove immersion in the terms of the story if you're a story lover, as if you fail, if you fail, another member will try. At least that's what I think, so that it sort of carries on with the story. And the procedural generation seems to be in picking up things, lets you pick up weapons or different buffs or abilities, and it seems to add variety to where you approach things. For example, you would go through a level, you'd be playing through a level, and you'd pick up a flamethrower, you'd go in to kill some enemies, all guns blazing, and you would fail. So you would go in, you'd go through that same level, pick up the same pickup, but instead of getting a flamethrower, you'd get a pistol or a different ability, which will mean you'd go in stealthily, you'd go in a lot slower, more technically, plan out your route. So it would change the gameplay, which is a nice little design. You've got daily challenges, a new mission with leaderboards keeping track of progress and time. That's a real nice, neat pickup. Even though it's not multiplayer as such, it adds a cool competitiveness to the game with your friends trying to beat their time. I know I try to do that a lot in the game Speedrunners, which I talk about a lot just because I enjoy it. And let's go to system specs. The system specs, there aren't any differences in minimum and maximum specs. No differences at all, to be honest. There's no difference. They're literally the same. You've got Windows 7 or higher, and which is nice because most people have gone to Windows 8 or have upgraded to Windows 10. And a 2 GHz dual core processor. Sorry about that. Memory 2 GB of RAM, Intel HD 3000 or higher with OpenGL 2.1 support, which is nice, and a hard drive 200 MB support space. It's a very small game. Sound card, everyone's got a sound card or headset or something to listen to the game through. And the game has also been released on mobile, I'm sure, and but I'm not sure about the release date on mobile. But on PC, it says the release date is September 15th, coming out on Steam Early Access. Thank you for sorry about that. Thank you for listening. Leave any thoughts in the comment section below on the game, the video, on just anything in general. I'll respond to any comments left down below. Thank you. Have a beautiful day. Bye.